Good morning, campers. It's 5:01 a.m. It is time to wake up and turn your coffee pots on. And so I'm gonna make some coffee. We're gonna get out of here, head back to the rally point, and going through Dugway proving grounds today. So if it's not a restricted area, I'll take some video of that. Alright, so let's get that coffee going. Thumbs up, buttercup. Do you hear that owl? Listen carefully. That is an owl. There's more than one out there. It sounds like there's 2 or 3 owls out there. Yeah, baby! Alright, let's take a look at the real map here. We got western Utah. Here's our Salt Lake City area. We're down here in Tooele. And according to the map, we're going to leave Tooele and go up here. So we got this here. Focus. Go up here, across, and down into Dugway. Okay. So once we hit Dugway, we go west here and down this original road, original old Lincoln Highway here somewhere. Flip the page. 13 some miles down into Vernon. Let's see where Vernon is, y'all. Here it is. So we're Tooele, up and over and down this here into Vernon. Okay. I believe this is all dirt and mud here, which is going to be so fun. Then we're going to get on 6 and bop on down the road here into Delta, and that's our stopping point for today. It doesn't look very far on the map, but we're logging 133 miles, even though the daily binder is only 2 pages. So here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go!
Nail the Russian! Nail the Russian!
Wow. Yeah.
This bird's gonna move in front of you. Here, come on, bird. Wait. And he's gonna run it backwards down here at the south pass and see if he can make a record for a board flathead engine. That's good. That's a full force flathead.
years ago, I watched a special on how they maintain those tall towers, those electric towers, by helicopter. So they'll fly this helicopter in, check out the insulators and stuff, right? So the guy in the back of the helicopter that actually does the work is wearing this metal protective suit that grounds him out. He has to take this, looks like a garbage picker, okay? And he takes it out the side of the helicopter, and he has to hook onto that wire to ground the helicopter out so it doesn't arc it. And then the pilot has to stay there and hover the helicopter in what they call an out of ground effect hover. And an out of ground effect hover, as far as I understand, takes nearly all the power of the helicopter to maintain that out of OGE, is what they call it, OGE hover. The helicopters are designed that way, to not have any extra weight or power or anything. So anyways, what I didn't realize about that at the time is that out here in the West, there's almost always some kind of crosswind. Sometimes they're very strong, sometimes they're 20, 30 mile an hour crosswinds, and can you imagine that? In an out of ground effect hover, hooked up to what? 12,000 volts or more? Physically connected to that power line in a helicopter, out of ground effect. Those guys must be some ace pilots. And I saw in a clip, it was facing into the cockpit, and that guy's dancing around in there trying to keep the thing in one spot. Tip my hat to you guys, that's amazing. morning, everybody. We're sitting here at the western base of Fisher Pass. Just came up over that mountain there. And yeah, Fisher Pass was named after Carl G. Fisher, one of the founding fathers of the Lincoln Highway. Good morning, folks.
Morning.
Camera shy. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? But so yeah, we're just pulled off the side of the old Lincoln Highway here, and I think I'm gonna brew up some hood coffee.
Brad, how's the pen in the doghouse today? Well, it's as big as it was before 10 years ago. Just checking.
Makeup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, makeup. Took your hat back.
I'm a co-driver. My driver is
Brought some of my makeup.
right over there. Yeah, with the cover on. His name is Dennis.
Yeah.
State of Arizona.
Okay. And you are a veteran. Tell me where you served.
I was in the U.S. Navy, and not from 1944 to 1946. Most of my service time was in the Southwest Pacific, from anywhere from Iwo Jima south to the Carolinas.
What is the vehicle you're driving right here?
It's a 1952 military Jeep, served as a military police.
Is this a Jeep that you drove back in the
No,
day? Okay.
it is not. I didn't drive a Jeep any place back then.
Okay.
On a ship, you don't drive very far.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, so
My son-in-law, the sheriff, has done it. This is his third trip, and he's been after me to go. And this was the first opportunity that I really had to go. And I thoroughly enjoy it. I have enjoyed the trip that we have been, the portion that we've been on. I have enjoyed the people. I've enjoyed the country, and we went through a little village day before yesterday, and the whole village was turned out along the streets, and that meant a lot to me. And then last night there was a group of us that all had dinner together. We were camped out in Tooele. It's been a very inspiring thing for me. I've seen a part of Wyoming and a part of Utah that I've never seen before. I've been through Utah several times, but I've never been this far out to the west.
You have a lot of time to sit and think while you're driving. Is there anything that's on your mind when you drive this trail?
Well, I kind of relate to particularly the old Mormon highway. I'm not a Mormon, but I relate to it because I've read about how they came out here. The Lincoln Highway is a historic highway. We have a historic highway in Arizona, U.S. Highway, or Interstate 44, which is the old U.S. 66. It goes all the way across the state. I've been on it many, many times. I've been on the Lincoln Highway east of here, but I've never been over in this section of it. I think about how people came through this country and settled the United States. It's a great country, the greatest that there is. It's something that we've done here that I think could be done across every state if it was possible, to remind the American people that their military is important. They should be cognizant of that. They should honor their military and not turn down their or turn their noses up or their heads down when the military passes. I've seen the result, the other side of it when we came through that little village a couple of days ago. The whole town was turned out and welcomed us. And most of the place we've been, they have welcomed us. That to me is what it really means about this convoy. It reminds people that we are in a great country and that we do have a great military. And this shows the background somewhat of our military. So it's just something that I'm proud to be a part of. Thank you.
Thank you for your
Yeah, so we're in Dugway. I picked up 3 passengers. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Peter Gould. I'm Madison. I'm Gavin.
And they're in the Warhorse, so we're just going to bop on down the trail here and see what we can see. Here we go.
It's great to have everybody here. This is a great piece of history. We love it at Dugway. I drive down that road every day to work. I've got a second office down here. And I'll call it in the mud. It looks solid, but it's some of the roughest parts for the convoy in 1919 and any portion of the Transcontinental Highway. This portion from about here on west until you get into parts of Nevada was some of the roughest for any vehicle trying to make its way across 100 years ago. So it's great to have you here. I hope you enjoy the time and enjoy the rest of your drive. Thank you. All right, can we get everybody down here?
Get up there, Ray. Raymond. Yeah. Get up there. We're going to get Ray on the bridge. At least. All right.
But not a lot. Most of them are from the old Spanish Mustangs.
boys as young as 12 or 13 because they were lightweight on the horses. Because it was very expensive back then for a letter to get from St. Louis to San Francisco. But they established these stations 20 miles apart.
No, your eyes do not deceive you. The back of my trailer is tan now.
Right at the station, they'd have the horse available. Just like passing off the baton. Put a saddle bag on and keep going. They would go for as much as 24 hours.
Yeah, buddy. We ain't washing them. Whispering grass, blah blah, blah blah, blah blah. Oh no.
Then I'll kick it up to 35. Copy that. Thank you, Dan. Here you again, Kenny. That's Carl is a good man. He's hooked me up with a new bike. Even though I don't think it was good all along. Yeah.
Oh, it's Banks, baby. Send it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Throw out the anchor, baby! Well, now that we're about 30 miles away from Dugway, or Area 52 rather, I don't think they're monitoring my transmissions anymore. So I guess I can speak freely. What an honor it was to drive the Colonel's wife and children around the base, and she gave me some really good information on the base, and told me where the UFOs were. So, unfortunately, I can't tell you guys where they are, or else they'll disappear me. And I don't want that, because then there won't be any more videos. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. In fact, there were signs along the side of the road when we were on base that said cell phones, photography, cameras, forbidden. So, in order to respect that, I didn't take any videos on base, except where I was given permission to take videos at the historic bridge, which was really neat. Not going to say any more than that, because the entire world can watch YouTube, and I don't want to be the cause of any kind of security leak. So this evening when I edit my videos, if I feel there's a clip I don't like, gonna cut it out. But so we're heading on to Delta, Utah, and so when we got it back on the pavement, you saw that was we had about 70 miles to go. So today's gonna be a long day. It is 2:45. We ought to be there around 6. What do you think? All right, here we go. That's not a mutt with a hard top. going down the Jericho cutoff, and I guess that Farton rest stop back there is where our planned rest stop was, but of course it's, as you saw, it's abandoned, chained up, and they're not accepting any weary travelers. So Advance found us this here dirt road to pull off on, and we're just gonna go up this dirt road and hang out for a half an hour, and then get back on the highway and head down to Delta, Utah, buddy. So I'm gonna get a nice cold Dr. Pepper out of my cooler and hang out in the shade of my trailer and maybe chew the fat a little bit. Oh, we're coming to a halt. Here we go. Well, folks, this is how far out in the boonies we are. No Name Road ahead. So we're gonna make a left on No Name Road and then make it right back onto US 6 South. Delta, Utah. But let me tell you something. I was prepared to give you guys some bad news, but I've never been so happy to see a McDonald's, so looks like we're putting some videos up tonight, buddy boy. Heck yeah. Maybe I'll get a cheeseburger or something. Alright, we're gonna park, do our driver's meeting, and find out where we're sleeping tonight. We made it. Oh! And 0 breakdowns or recoveries today. And it was 133 miles, and that last 70 miles was rough. I mean, rough on us personally. It started to get a little warm. We had these long pulls. I thought, oh man, we're gonna have some trouble. But nope, no recoveries, no breakdowns. Unless you count the guy that was supposed to enter the convoy today and his brake lights didn't work, so they put him right on his trailer. But yeah, pretty good day today. Cute little town here, Delta, Utah. You guys got a cute little town. Holy cow, there's a human being under all that dirt. Oh man, I feel so much better. Maybe now I won't be so crabby. So, beautiful little town they have here. I'm gonna head on out to McDonald's and upload all these videos. So, you folks have a blessed night, and tomorrow, Ely, Nevada, we're coming at you, baby, and we're coming at you hard.